Assalamu alaikum dear students. Hope you will be fine and enjoying good health. Today we will discuss novelist of early Victorian period, and the most famous one is the Charles Dickens. So first of all we will read that what are the different characteristics and what happened to the novel and how it has been became the rapid progress over here. So we can say the novel reading was one of the chief occupation of educated public, and materials had to be found for every taste. The result was that the scope of the novel, which during the 18th century, you know already with the work of the John Bunyan is a pioneer of that one, but we know the Henry Fielding, Sam Richardson, and the many other work in this field. The contemporaries they dealt with the themes of contemporary life and manners. A number of brilliant novelists showed that it was possible to adapt the novel to almost all purposes of literature whatsoever. In fact, if we want to understand the intellectual life of the period. So, who are the different novelists of this age? So, first one we can say that the in many shapes it is present. We can also assume that in shape of sermons, in the shape of political pamphlets, philosophical discourses, social essays, autobiographies, and poems in prose. There are the different shapes of the fiction at that time. So the two most outstanding novelists of this period were the Charles Dickens, and the Thackeray. And later on, the minor novelists are also there, in which we have the Disraeli, Bronte sisters, Mr. Gaskell, Charles Kingsley, Charles Reade, and Wilkie Collins and Trollope. We will discuss now the characteristic on which they did work, the style, the theme, the major feature that they have achieved at that time. So we can say that the novelist had a number of points of similarity. In the first place, they identify themselves with their age. They are talking about the early Victorian period from 1832 to 1870, and we can also say that there is a we may say that their strength and their weaknesses were also discussed, and we can say that the novelists were not critical of the country of the age, and we can say they were the more rational and radical towards their society and at that time, and they voiced for the doubts and fears of the public, but they also shared their general assumptions. And most of the major feature of this time of the novelists were the respect. They composed of the respectable people, and it was them that the novelists wrote. So we can say the element of the respectability towards each other is the most important one. Now we will discuss the Charles Dickens in detail, that what are the major style and the work of the Charles Dickens, why he was get fame so much. In 1812 it is the birth year, and 1870, so we can say that actually it belongs to totally from the early Victorian period. So Charles Dickens, the chief among the early Victorian novelist and popular, and how he became popular in the age of 25 years only with the publication of Pickwick Papers. Dickens suddenly sprang into fame, and why? That the Pickwick in 1837. So 1837 you may consider that the Victorian period was started, and the Nicholas Nickleby was also his work, in which he gained the familiar Okay, next one, the Dickens followed the traditions of the Smollett. Smollett is actually the novelist of the 18th century, and in which his style, he was inspired from the Smollett, but actually we may say that his style, Charles Dickens' style, was most considered most superior rather than the Smollett. But he has adopted some a little style of the Smollett, in which the adventure is connected by means of characters, and this one. Now we will discuss the unification of plot by Charles Dickens. And in his earlier novels, there is a plot is weak, but it is in the Bleak House he succeeded in gathering all the three unities: the unity of time, place, and action. And his later novels are also mentioned, The Tale of Two Cities and Dorrit, but his unfinished work, Advent Road, were also, we may consider, that systematically planned. And themes that he has taken, they are the different themes. He portrayed the man's thought, imagining, affections, religious instincts, and we can say the belief in the mortality is also, and the values that he has shown through his characters is the honor, fidelity, courage, and magnanimity. And the best example of Dickens' idealism is can be seen in the A Tale of Two Cities. Okay, next one we will discuss the characterization taken by the Charles Dickens. We can say that he has portrayed the rather than writing about the knights and ladies and the tournaments, he portrayed the agricultural laborers, miners, tailors, and paupers. He actually portrayed the poor people or the middle class, the suffering and the struggle of their life. In the Charles Dickens realism, we can say as a check of medievalism, we can just say the study of the Middle Ages. During the Romantic Age, he awakened the interest of public in the social conditions of the England. Now we will discuss the major style or major feature of his personality. So first of all, we can say the sentimentalism. He portrays this element in which too much emphasis on the feelings, often led Dickens to sentimentalism, as it happened in the case of Richardson. Richardson, talking about again the 18th century novelist, and they are again making the comparison with the we may say the remarkable personalities. It is important. His novels are full of pathos, and there are many passages of studied and extravagant sentiment. There are a lot of emotions. So next important element of his personality is the humor that can be seen in his different novels. That by using the humor, we can say that there is a lighter note can be conveyed easily to the other person. In his Pickwick Papers, his first novel is Pickwick, and we can see that there is a humor is also there, and it's a tragic comedy. And we can also see that the Smollett has also used the element of humor, and Dickens was also as he was inspired from the Smollett, so therefore he also adopted this style from Smollett. The number of these humorous types that Dickens contributed to fiction runs into thousands. In fact, there is no other writer in English literature except only Shakespeare who has created so many characters that have become permanent element of humorous tradition of English. So we can say that actually his vast style we can compare and contrast with so many other writers of different ages. Next one is the idealist. Dickens was considered as the idealist, but again he is saying that in spite of pain, dirt, and sin, his novels are full. They leave an expression on the reader of the unwavering optimism. So we can overall can say that his style and his work and his themes and his personality is also showing the optimistic approach towards life. Despite the hardness of heart, the selfishness of those in high places, their greed and hypocrisy, their all the corruption and the voices of their time, the Deacon believes that the words was still a very good word to live. This is the vision of the Deacon, that the word was still a very good word to live. So his faith in the better element of human beings who live and struggle for a period and then fall unremembered to give place to the other. So this is actually the vision of his life. Next one is the humanitarian. So this is also, we can say, it's a movement of that time, and this is actually started, it's not actually, we can say, but this is the element that was poured in the field of novel by Charles Dickens. He was a staunch champion of the weak and outcast and oppressed. He stood for everyone. He stood for the poor. He stood for the lower class or the middle class, and all those who suffered a lot. It is therefore no exaggeration to say that humanitarianism is the keynote of his work, and on account of tremendous popularity he enjoyed as a novelist. And as far as we know, the idealist, he is also considered as a realist. Some contemporaries of the critics or the critics says that he is actually the idealist, but he is saying that Dickens was also a realist. He actually started his career by writing his the different sketches and with a pen named Bose, and it started in the year of the 18th century. And how he started his work? He was a quiet observer and news writer, and in his newspaper he portrayed the different characters that was keenly observed by himself. So we can also say that the David Copperfield and the hard times were also the work of his deep observation. Okay, this is all from the Charles Dickens. Now we will discuss little bit about the William Makepeace Thackeray, and here are the different works: the Vanity in Fair and the Pendennis and Henry Esmer Newcomes, a major work of the William Thackeray. Actually, he was also the contemporary of that time, and it is important to discuss him also. His style is also in front of you, that every act, every scene, every person in his novel is real with reality, which has been idealized up to and not beyond the necessities of literature. In the next slide, we will discuss the Thackeray and Dickinson. So why we will make comparison? I told you earlier that when they are different contemporary of remarkable value at the same time, or that did work in earlier or the later on ages, it is important to make the compare and contrast of those two personalities. So they are the major three difference among the Thackeray and Dickens. So first one, we can say that Thackeray and Dickens were style, the themes that were taken by them. And we can say that Thackeray, who was Dickens' contemporary, lacked his weakness and his genius. In the style of Thackeray, there is a weakness of, might be they are talking about the observation or the content or the themes that were selected as compared to Dickens. In the next, very important, that are talking about the background of the Dickens, in which they are saying who came to a poor family. Dickens came to a poor family and had to struggle hard in the boyhood, but later on when he started his work, he actually gave the spirit of the we can say optimism. And with this he has shown that the positive traits of the human beings, and we can say also shows the positive points that are present in the society as well. But when we say that Thackeray, in spite of his comfortable and easy life, turned cynical towards the world which used him so well, and found shames, deceptions, vanities everywhere, and therefore all these things were mentioned in his novels. And third one, the most important, Dickens was more interested in plain common people, whereas Thackeray was interested in the high society, talking about the different status. And therefore again they are talking about the fundamental difference between these two were the not of the environment but of the temperament. The temperament was different of these two people. So we can say that these are the different comparison of their style and their personality. And next one we will discuss the minor novelist of that time, the major the minor novelist, as there are so many, but we will discuss only the Bronte sister. They were they are the Charlotte Bronte and the Emily Bronte. In the Charlotte Bronte, we came to know that her novel of the Professor, the Valentine and Shirley are the important one. And her masterpiece is Jane Eyre. The masterpiece of Jane Eyre by the Charlotte Bronte is important. And in the next one, the Emily Bronte, she has written only one novel, might be one or more, but the strange novel, we can say, the important one and famous one is the Wuthering Heights. That is most important of that age also, in which contains so many of trouble, we can say the rebellious, the tragedy of the love, and powerful, savage, and moving, and so many other elements can be depicted. And this is a masterpiece of her life. So this is all about the novelist of the early Victorian period. Okay ji, Allah Hafiz. Thank you class, thank you students, stay blessed.